Hello, everyone. Steph here, and welcome back for day 15 of our 28-day challenge. And if you are just joining us, welcome. I'm here to remind you, my friends, that the intention of this was 28 days because I started it the 1st of February. And it is now the 19th of April. And it is just so important to finish it, to just keep going, to just pick it up when I can, and to get on my mat when I can. And that is exactly what yoga is, my friends. So just here to remind you that it's presence over perfection, and we need to just keep going if we set a goal for ourselves. And so permission to rest is the theme tonight. It is nervous system healing, a nervous system reset, because whether you realize it or not, I think it's safe to say that in this day and age, we all need a little system reset between technology, stress, geopolitical tensions, chronic injuries, chronic pain. We all can use a little bit of time on our mat. So whether that is literally on the mat or on the chair, as we had tried yesterday, whatever's more comfortable for you. And as always, I'm a huge fan of props. So with me tonight, I've got my bolster. I have a beautiful blanket, like always. Pillows, blocks. Like, guys, it's not about ego. It's about comfort. Especially when we're doing a restorative type practice like this, it really is to be held and nurtured. So, true strength includes rest, and I am as guilty as the next person for not taking the rest in between the type A personality, maybe a little bit of undiagnosed ADHD, motherhood, just the hustle and bustle and the pace of life these days. It is hard for me, anyone who knows me, I'm like a little hummingbird, so to sit down, if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm really happy to have you here with me. So I one day will show you behind the scenes of what my basement looks like, and it doesn't need to be fancy. So let's go. This class is going to focus on surrender for those of us who perhaps have a little bit of control issue, or control, maybe not an issue, you know what I mean. If you would like to just feel some deep stillness or a little bit of a break in your day, then this is for you. And I welcome you, because it's uncomfortable for me too. It's like twitchy and okay, but we're doing it together, and it doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter where you are. We're actually going to start with a little bit of breathing today. So breath control is called pranayama in yoga. So it has everything to do, it's an entire science, guys. It's a whole world. But today we are going to focus on the box breath, and it's actually going to be our warm-up, because pranayama, breath work, breath control is so powerful that it literally can replace warm-ups. So with the box breath, it's optional. You can place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. You can have both hands on your knees, on the mat, wherever, just get yourself comfortable. But we will be sitting upright. So you want spine lengthened, shoulders relaxed. And we're going to take a few moments before we even get into our box breath to just arrive to this moment. Whether it is the middle of the week for you, whether it is a weekend or a holiday, I commend you for taking this time for yourself. So just start to notice your breath as it enters your nose, and as you let it go out through your mouth. Right now we're just noticing. Don't feel the need to change It literally takes a few minutes, guys, to just husa, which will tell you like where we are at any given time in our day. So box breathing will tell our nervous system that we are safe, that we are okay. It is completely invitational. I will give you some modifications as we go, but I would like for you to kind of set your intention and give your affirmation to yourself as we're doing the breathing, that each breath is an act of restoration. Like we don't breathe enough. We are stressed. We're going quickly. We're breathing shallow. Like just the idea. Oh, hi, self. Oh, hi. The idea of getting a little bit of oxygen, a little bit of extra oxygen. It sounds so simple and silly, but like, man, goes a long way. So it literally is a box. So we're inhaling for the count of 4. We hold that inhale, like our lungs are full for a count of 4. We exhale for a count of 4. And then you hold for another count of 4 at the bottom with your lungs empty. So as a scuba diver, what I would tell you is just don't panic. Like Odi Hala from the Netherlands, he told me, he was my scuba instructor. He said, get your brains under the water, and don't panic. No panic, no panic. And it really is like, if you feel suffocated or you need to take a breath, or perhaps the 4 count is too much for you and you need to go to 2, that is completely okay. So we're just going to go ahead and start. I will count us through 1. We'll take a little break and then we'll do 2 more rounds. And just get comfortable, like whatever that looks like for you, whether you have a cat beside you. I hope you do. They make everything better. All right, friends, so I'm going to count us down. I invite you to take a few deep breaths as we prepare and just follow my cues. Be cool, be open, and it's for science and for our beautiful nervous systems. So inhale through your nose. We're going to do it for a count of 4. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're holding it at the top, lungs full, for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. And holding empty lungs for 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now take a minute. Recollect your breath. Pet your pet. Have a sip of water and just like, that was it. So if that was too much, admittedly, I struggle with it some days. Like, and I think if you are struggling with it, I would invite you to ask why. Are you stressed? Are you taking those shallow breaths? So we're going to do 2 rounds. If you need to take a breath, take a breath. It's just for fun. So we're going to inhale together for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 2, 3, 4. Holding at the bottom, lungs empty for 2, 3, 4. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding at the top for 2, 3, 4. Exhaling fully for 2, 3, 4. Holding at the bottom for 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So let me know what you think. I'm super curious. It's like a new tool for the toolbox, friends. Like if you don't like it, I'd actually like to know that too, They say that you could repeat this 4 to 6 rounds. You could do this at any time, honestly. If you are in a stressful situation and you just need to breathe, oh my God, look at Sophie. This is a tool for your toolbox. So let me know how you feel down below. I love it. I love it. And I think even just to tell yourself to not panic. Anyway, moving on. So again, this is let ourselves relax. Relax, relax, relax. So reclined bound angle. Sorry, Sophie. We are going to lie down on our backs. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Let the soles of your feet come together. Knees fall heavy out to the sides. This is reclined Sudha Bakasana. And I can even feel my lower back is arched and I'm carrying tension in my shoulders. So it's just an invitation to notice. To let your body feel heavy. Oh my God. And sometimes you can literally feel your body melting into the mat like mine is right now. Or you need to take a few more breaths. And remind yourself and remind your nervous system that in this moment on your mat, you don't have anything to worry about except matching your breath with your body. And the reason we get out of our comfort zones and do yoga is because it's an awesome way to get out of your mind and into your body. So in any other aspect of my life, I would be like, get up, move, what are you doing? Oh my God, there's shit to be done. But for the 20 minutes that this practice is going to take, you owe it to yourself. Now, I should have said it in the beginning, my friends, but if this is really intense on your hips, as you know, it can very well be, it is on mine even, I invite you to take a block or a pillow to put under your knees. We need to be fully supported. That's the whole point of this. And we are always breathing. So from here, I invite you to bring your arms out into a T, your knees together. Inhale, tuck your knees into your chest. And as you exhale, bring both knees together over to your left side. If you can get them all the way down on the mat, awesome. If you're up here, that is also super cool. Like, it really doesn't matter. This is a beautiful twist. It is to keep our spine supple, not subtle. But since we've moved, I encourage you to connect with your breath. Not necessarily forcing, but just becoming more aware. And better yet, if you can extend your exhale, so shorter inhale, longer exhale. Again, something that can be done anywhere, anytime, to tell your nervous system to chill out, dude. We're good. Perhaps if you'd like to play around with your neck, if you want to venture over to your right hand looking, perhaps getting an extra neck and shoulder stretch as you feel both shoulders planting and melting down into your mat below. And where else can you relax? Unjudging. We're taking this time for ourselves. Next, inhale, bring your knees back to center. Give yourself a little rock. And on your next exhale, bring both knees over to the opposite side, right side this time. And as always, my friends, I invite you to practice with your eyes fully closed. I probably look like I'm sleeping if anyone were to click on my videos. So thank you for being here. I'm awake. Kind of. Oh, God. But even in a yoga class, surrounded with a gajillion people, close your eyes because it doesn't freaking matter what anyone else is doing. More breathing. Even tonight, I feel resistance in my body. I can't fully relax. And maybe it's because I'm doing this on a live video in front of 364 people, but I could not be more proud of every single one of you guys for being here. Thank you. VIP Betty Pandas. We're learning together. We're growing together. We're breathing together. I invite you to take a few more breaths right here. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. And we're going to do a little bit of a windshield wiper. So bring the bottoms of your feet down to the mat. And windshield wiper those hippies open from one side to the other on your own pace, your own time, your own comfort. If you're up here going like, that's okay. And if you're down here, just like a mozzie old day Newfoundland, like, Jesus, is it ever sunny here? That's okay too. Because we're all different and the weather varies. Hopefully by the end of this practice, you can be a mozzie all day. Just need a little flick every now and then. I don't want you to necessarily engage your core. Engage means tighten. But just be aware what's happening up in here as you shift, and what's happening in your back, what's happening in your obliques or your hips. For some, this may be like super boring, but if you've got chronic pain like I do, or you literally just can't sit still, this is really hard. Are you carrying tension in your hands? Your feet? Your jaw? Awesome, my friends. I have a little sip of water for my nervous dry mouth. Hi. Oh my God, Marnie, Melissa, we've got some West Coast. Yeah. From the East Coast out to the West Coast. Thank you guys so much for being here. How cool is that? Batty Bondas is literally international. No, international. Jesus. Not international, but Canada-wide. Hopefully one day international. But that's so cool. Thanks, guys. All right. Be cool, be cool. I'm fangirling. I'm excited. Okay. So this is just a little, we're still in our warm-up phase. Inhale, we're going to do a seated forward fold. So it's yogi's choice, whether you have your knees apart, your knees together. Is that Sheila? I was just thinking about you. I need to talk to you. There's a house for sale in your neighborhood. Anyway. Okay, see, that's why I can't. That's why I can't interact. I love you guys so much. We'll chat later. Okay, so we are inhaling, guys. Your knees can be wherever you want them to be. We're just going to do a quick little forward fold. I'm choosing to do legs extended. This is our first one, so be kind to yourself. Like, always be kind to yourself, but extra kind on the first one. Spine is lengthened. The light is like shining out through the top of your head. Your bum is so nicely held and supported. And if you're anything like me, you've got these sweet, comfy sweatpants on. You're worth it. Arms overhead. Inhaling deeply. And exhale, forward fold. Whether you are here, whether you are down here. I also have a new microphone. So I'm doing a test check while I'm down in forward fold. I hope you can hear me, but I hope you can't hear me breathe and gargle and hyperventilate while I'm down here. I put our hair up. Some people don't, and their hair's long, but I don't know how to do it. Okay. Meet me in tabletop position. Gonna do one of the OGs, one of the best things ever that you can do literally, as always, at any time, anywhere. I mean, it could be weird, but child's pose is what I'm talking about. So we're in tabletop right now. Bring your toes together to touch. Plant all 10 fingers, palms. Ooh, if you want to give yourself a little cobra arch while you're here, I say do it. If not, that's cool too. Push your seat back into a beautiful child's pose. Another little test for the microphone. A good rule to follow is if you've moved or changed positions, take a nice big breath. Recalibrate. And if you need to do this practice over and over and over and over to just to be able to even, to be able to even allow yourself to be present, to literally take a full deep breath, then, my friend, this is exactly where you need to be. Even just being down in child's pose, having your forehead down on the mat, the compression on your forehead is another little signal to your central nervous system that you can turn off the fight or flight, that we're good, we're safe. Okay, so when you're ready, we are going to move. I'm going to actually put my hair up, guys. I'm sorry, driving me crazy. See, you try to be cute for the sake of the camera. Fudge it, I suppose. Okay. So we are in child's pose. From here, perhaps you've moved from there because I've been talking a bunch, but tuck your toes. We're going to give ourselves a beautiful little downward dog. We're going to do a little bit of moving, but it's not going to be anything crazy, promise. Downward facing dog. You can walk your dog out, which is literally just switching one foot to another, if you can see that. God, these pants are sweet. Can you hear me breathing? I hope not. Okay, downward dog. From here, we're going to walk your feet into your hands. Nice little forward fold from here. I have a generous bend in my knees because this is a practice of forgiveness and surrender and rest. Nothing is forced. We are folding forward. If this even feels, not relaxing, holla, props, But truly, when you're doing the forward fold type thing and the ragdoll, they get in the way. Okay. So from your forward fold, we're going to inhale, halfway lift. And we're going for a flat back here, friends. Oh, see how I could even see myself. Christine Brunette, I love you all these years later in dance. You are with me. And I'm like fangirling that you're even here in this community. I love you and admire you and respect you so much. Shoulders are down out of your ears. Again, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And when you're ready, exhale, forward fold. Arms are heavy, knees weak. Mom spaghetti. All right, inhale, root to rise. We're coming up to standing. Hands are up overhead. Nice big deep inhale. Oh my goodness. Like my daughter would say, that is so good. Reach, reach, reach. And on your next exhale, swan dive all the way back down, forward fold. Maybe you hear crunching in your shoulders like I just did. Where's the mic? Did you hear the crunching on the mic? I can't wait to hear that. Like, this is test one, guys, so I need feedback. I should have tested it before I went live, but here we are. Okay. Not only live, but going direct on YouTube. We don't have time to edit around here. But now I'm also seeing how bad my, anyway, sway is. But that's why it's okay, non-judging, to look at alignment. Sorry, I'm talking again, rambling. If you know me, that's usual. Inhale, hands to your knees or thighs, wherever's more comfortable. Halfway lift. Feeling strong, feeling mighty fine and proud of yourself for showing up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale deeply as we climb up one vertebrae at a time, arms overhead, hands together at the top, coming to heart center. How awesome was that? So, last forward fold, I promise. My tie's undone. All right, ragdoll. So, the forward fold that we were doing was pretty similar to ragdoll, I'm not going to lie. But the purpose of ragdoll is to more focus on, if it makes any sense at all, to pull yourself up out of your own waist and pelvis to fully lengthen your spine. Like if I should get one down here. That's a great idea. If I had a rod or like a broomstick on my back, my ride, if I had that on my back, you would see how straight I am, no matter where I am, but you are literally using that to pull yourself up out of your waist and melt forward. Like, use the weight of your head and your upper body, because that shit is like, yeesh, I would 75% of your weight, I'd say. So with that on top of gravity, you don't need one of those fancy little machines that just sits in people's basements the inversion table. Although if you have one, I'm interested. It is something I've always wanted, but you know, time and space and budget. This is the best I've got. So I always think of my cousin Barb's cats. She had ragdoll cats. And I think of you every time I do these ragdolls. Okay, inhaling again because my hamstrings are wet. I'm sure yours probably are too, even with the. Oh my goodness. Faye, where in the world are you? I can't look at the screen, guys. I can't look at the screen. Okay, so for our last pose, we are going to do legs up the wall. So you can also do them on a chair. So I just had, no, we're going to do it on this. I also had my chair from last night. I did chair yoga practice. It doesn't matter. You just need your legs up and reclined. So whether that is, I just have this little block thing. Ideally, up a wall really is stellar. It is like a full detox. All this crap is just circulating and moving back so that I can get like detoxified. Breathing deeply. This is a full testament to your nervous system. Let your blood and your energy flow right back to your heart. Your arms can either be on your belly as you focus on your inhales. And again, I wouldn't recommend keeping your legs up midair like I'm doing right now. Like really go up against the wall. And you want your tush right flush up. I just have so much shit in my basement. I'm sure you can relate. Move your shit aside so you can put your legs up the wall. For filming purposes, here we are. But again, even if it's a kitchen chair, this is equally as awesome. We've changed positions, so bring your awareness back to your breath. Give yourself a little scan as to how you feel now compared to when we first started. That's pretty good for me. I hope it's good for you too. I hope it's as good for you as it is for me. But it never fails. Yoga is never a bad idea. And I have had my share of bad ideas, let me tell you. I'm sure we all have. Love to hear some of those down below too if you want to share. This is Batty Bondas after all. Never have I ever. Oh, that would probably get some attention. Imagine. Never have I ever yoga. All right, my friends. I invite you back, slowly bringing your legs down from the wall or removing your prop out of the way. Gonna give yourself one nice big final squeeze, bringing your knees in tight. Nice tight ball. You can give your lower back a little massage by rocking back and forth. Something I tried the other day, and it's tricky, but also if you'd like to give it a try, is a rock lengthwise. Like if you want to go this way, that feels super good too. But you definitely need momentum. Perhaps if it's calling to you and it's in your practice and you can go all the way back into a plow pose. I know we said this is for beginners yoga. I also have my bolster right here. If you can see, my feet aren't all the way. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, otherwise, we're here, giving your toes, your ankles one last final squeeze. Tight, tight, tight. And release down into Shavasana. Give yourself one last final stretch, trying to get the tips of your toes all the way past the bottom edge of your mat and your fingers reaching all the way to the top. One big final deep inhale through your nose and exhale, melting into your final corpse pose, Shavasana. Your resting pose of our resting practice. Day 15, we have turned the corner, my friends. And as I said in the beginning, whatever this may show on social media, or you guys are probably like, oh, sick of seeing these, I'm not sure. I'd love to know one way or another, but just here to normalize the fact that a 1 month goal has spread out to, well, about 3 months now, and that is a-okay. I'm just plugging away, and that's what yoga is. Connecting with your breath. Nice big inhale through your nose, filling up your lungs from top to bottom. And letting it go, perhaps with a sigh. I invite you to stay here, continuing to melt even deeper and deeper. As each of your limbs feels like lead, and your breath is deep and even. Let the earth hold you. You don't have to do anything to be worthy of rest. We've just gone so far the other way with it now, I think. So as you settle into stillness, feel the weight of your body being supported, and release the urge to fix, to do, to prove. Just let yourself be. Notice the rhythm of your breath, soft and steady. Each inhale is nourishment. Each exhale is surrender. You don't need to earn this right to rest. It is your birthright. You don't need to burn yourself out. Caring for others, the job will get done one way or another. You are safe, you are worthy, and you are enough exactly as you are. I invite you now to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes as you begin to return. Carry this stillness, this rest this pause within you. Let it guide your choices, your voice, your pace. When you're ready, I invite you to meet me back up in seated position, hands at heart center. I thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. See you tomorrow.